Hey guys, it's Tori. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn those post notifications so you never miss when I post a brand new video. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to level up and how to reinvent yourself, okay? This is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while. I wanted to talk about this solely because I feel like I have changed and grown so much. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a completely different person than I was 1, 2, 3 years ago, okay? And I know I want to preface this video by saying I know I'm only 20, so let's just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? I say that all the time because it's very, very important. It's crucial, okay? So before we get into like how to reinvent yourself and what it means to reinvent yourself, so on and so forth, I want to talk a little bit about my backstory. I want to talk about what reinvention means to me and who I was then and who I am now. If you guys have followed me on YouTube for some years now, you would know that I was a completely different person. I have changed a lot, mellowed out a lot of things are different. The way I talk, the way I speak, the way that I carry myself is very different. The way I present myself physically, my appearance is very, very different. I am so glad that I am not that wounded, hurt 16-year-old girl anymore. And like I said, I know I'm only 20. People say your teens and your 20s are, you know, significantly harder than some other years. So I really want to speak about the change that I went through and kind of, you know what I mean. So much can change in what seemingly so little time. So I'm so glad that I've come to terms with like who I am and who I want to be, and obviously I'm still figuring that out as I am only 20, but I'm so glad that I have like healed some of the wounds that I was dealing with at that time. My grandma passed away, COVID ended up happening, like so many different things ended up happening, and I was just so mad at the world. I had this horrible victim mentality that I just like could not get out of. I was mad at the world. It was like, why me? What was me? I was getting cheated on. I was getting dogged out. It was horrible. Everything was just going left. Like emotionally, I did not know how to cope, and I was just like taking all this stuff in. You could see how mad I was at the world, how unhappy I was with myself, and obviously I didn't expect myself to be this perfect, well-rounded teenager. And honestly, y'all, I wasn't even that bad. I didn't even give my parents that hard of a time. It was honestly just the way that I carried myself. I can't really expect much from myself, but I'm glad that I went through those things then, so I don't have to go through them now. So that's basically like who I was. I was just really mad at the world. I had like this really bad victim mentality. It was horrible. Things kind of got better once I started working on my mental health using methods that we'll talk about later. Things did kind of get better. Then they got worse, okay? They actually got worse. I got worse mentally once I strayed away from like my mental health methods and stuff like that. Things just got so much worse. I was on medication for my anxiety and depression, and a lot of it was caused by my environment and who I was surrounding myself with at the time. So that's just a little bit of my backstory. So like I was saying, I had a horrible victim mentality and I was mad at the world, right? I want you guys to understand that the things I'm going to talk about are things that I implemented in my life and are continuing to implement into my life to continue becoming the best version of myself and to be the best person that I can be. So let's get to the nitty-gritty and let's get into the steps that you can take to kind of become a new person, okay? So leveling up, reinventing yourself is just becoming a new, better, more improved version of yourself, almost to the point nobody even recognizes you, because that's low-key what we want. When I tell you I go places and people are like, Tori? And I'm like, hey. They're like, you look so different from when you did in high school. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm a whole different person. Like when I say I reinvented myself, I got clear about what it was I wanted, what I wanted to do. I'm not that girl anymore. I'm becoming a woman. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing that you have to do, in my opinion, this is the hardest part, self-reflection, and this is something that I'm still working on to this day, but you really have to dig deep. You're gonna have to dig deep and get real clear with yourself about what it is you want to change and why you want to change that. So just to start this off, get a journal, get a piece of paper, write this down in your notes, get very, very clear about what it is that you don't like about yourself, your life, your habits. Some things are pretty easy, some things are surface level, but other things are going to be hard, and you're really going to have to dig deep. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen off from journaling. I just started doing it again. Just take a moment and reflect on your life, reflect on your decisions, what you like about your environment, what you don't like, what you like about the people in your life, and what you don't like, and what you can do to change that. The next thing, which I have mentioned before, is setting clear and realistic goals, okay? And then you're gonna wanna break down steps of how you can achieve them. I've done this in one of my past vlogs, I believe. You wanna make sure you have actionable steps that you can take to reach your goals, or else it's gonna be hard to reach them. Statistically speaking, people who write down their goals are much more likely to achieve them, but the actionable step part, that's the key. You've gotta write down actionable steps that you're going to take to reach said goal. But make sure your goals are realistic. They don't have to be outrageous. They can be related to any aspect of your life, career, health, friendships, relationships, whatever your goals are, or write those down. Be very clear about what it is that you want and how that's going to align with the person that you want to be. To reach 250K on TikTok, I have to be consistent. What does consistency look like to me on TikTok? It's posting every single day. Really break down your goals so it's easier for you to understand how you're going to reach them. The next thing, which I know everybody talks about, is my favorite thing to do, is create a vision board. I left mine back in Ohio, but I also have a digital one. You can make one on Canva, you can make it on PixArt, you can make it on Fonto, you can literally make it on anything, or you can just print out the pictures and put it on a poster board. I have done all of the above. I love vision boards because it helps you be able to visualize your goals. You can visualize something, you can achieve it. I don't care what anybody says. If you can visualize it, you can achieve it. I can put a picture of my vision board because there's not anything too specific, but I know down in the little bottom, there's a picture with an apartment in Keys, and I have an apartment with my boyfriend. Then I have something that says New York Fashion Week because I know I wanted to go to New York Fashion Week. I actually got invited to a party in New York for New York Fashion Week, but I didn't get to go because I had to go back to Ohio. But like, you know what I mean? So stuff like that. My other goals were kind of vague. It was more like health and fitness things, but those two right there, I was like, okay, T. That's T right there, because it shows you when you visualize something, you have your heart set on it, it's going to happen. It's literally going to happen. And I want to say I don't call it manifestation anymore. I feel like things can manifest, but I feel like it's all God. Give all the glory to God, all the credits to God. I don't manifest anything. God manifests things. You know what I mean? Like, things can manifest, but that's because of God. Do you know what I mean? On your vision board, you can put quotes. You can put images of literally whatever you want, but you can put literally anything you want on your vision board, things that remind you to keep going. That's a big thing for me. Like, I have a picture of me, my mom, and my brother, and me and my dad on there, I believe. I think me and my dad are on there. And those are things that keep me going and keep me disciplined. Put whatever you want on your vision board that helps you visualize your new life and your higher self. I had mine on the wall behind my vanity so nobody could see it but me and but the people that entered my room. I mean, I used to have mine in the back of my YouTube videos, which, you know, some people don't like their vision boards to be seen, but I think what's meant for you will be for you, so nobody can take it away from you. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, period. So it's like, I put it back there because I really feel like nobody can stop what's already meant for me. But I know some people have mixed feelings about that, so some people put it under their bed, some people put it in their closet. You can put it wherever. I've also had my vision board as the lock screen on my phone, literally just to remind me every single day of my goals, my aspirations, and to stay disciplined, stay on course. These two things kind of go hand in hand. So the first thing is continuously learning, reading books, doing a bunch of things. Literally recently, y'all, I took a digital marketing course, so now I have a digital marketing certificate. I've read a lot of self-help books. I know a lot of people feel a way about self-help books. Continuously soak up different knowledge, soak up different things people have to say. Just really be a sponge to all of the knowledge. This is really going to change you as a person. Like, the more you know, it's like the more you know, the more you can implement into your life. And the next thing is going to be cultivating new skills, which is also important. If you need multiple sources of income, I don't even really want to talk about money because I'm not going to, because that's just not important. But if you need multiple sources of income, cultivate monetizable skills, okay? I do best and feel my best mentally when I'm trying new things. I love doing cute little classes. I went to a trapeze yoga class a few months ago. Not even a few months ago, it was a while ago now. But I loved it. When I tell you I left feeling like a brand new person, my mind was so clear. It was amazing. I love yoga. Pilates is pretty cool. I've done pole dancing classes. I've done a bunch of different things. I'm always open to trying new things and cultivating new skills. Learn something. Try and cook something new. I don't know, take ballet, take a dance class. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, that is so healing. Not being afraid to try new things and actually doing it is just so beautiful, so freeing, so healing. It's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. The next thing that I really threw myself into, it was really important for me. I need to really get back on it, but I feel like since I moved to Atlanta, I haven't really had a solid routine and been myself. I know it's been like 7 months, y'all. I do need to get it together, but I'm really just trying to adapt and adjust. But a healthy lifestyle. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. I'm gonna say it again. Health is wealth. Exercise a little bit. Go outside. You don't even have to do a lot. Exercising is so good for your mental health. If that's one thing you can get hooked on, I'm so jealous of people who can like really get hooked on the gym. I go to the gym pretty frequently, but I want to be obsessed with the gym just because it's so good for your mental health. Exercising is so good for you in so many different ways. If you feel like getting in the gym, working hard, and getting that body you've always dreamed of is what's going to make you feel your best, go after it, because nobody's going to do it for you. I'm gonna say it again. Nobody is going to do it for you, okay? If you say that your higher self is in the gym 4 to 5 times a week, she eats healthy, she drinks all her water, she does everything she needs to do in that department, then start doing that and show up for yourself. We all show up for other people so much, so start showing up for yourself. This is something I need to hear. Like I said, I go to the gym pretty frequently, but I could go more. I can eat a little bit better. Not just a balanced diet, but get enough sleep. Practice mindfulness. There's so many different ways that you can live a healthy lifestyle, which is really going to improve your quality of life, which is also, you know, plays into reinventing yourself. And like I was saying, mindfulness and self-care is very important. You have to take care of yourself in whatever way that may be. Mindfulness is a good way to take care of yourself mentally. You know, meditate, pray, or do whatever you need to do to maintain peace of mind and mindfulness. This is also something I can work on because I just get so caught up in the day-to-day of my life that I could really, I pray. Trust, I pray every single day. Meditating and slowing down is something that I really need to prioritize in my life because I swear it's go all the time. There's always a lot going on in my head, especially, so I really do need to take that time to just slow down. But I do pray every day, don't get me wrong. I pray every single day. Self-care can obviously be physical and mental, but I feel like we talk about it a lot in the physical sense. But I feel like if you're taking care of your physical, it also helps your mental. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel put together, you just automatically feel better. Okay, you automatically feel better. And honestly, when it comes to your appearance, invest in your appearance. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get your lashes done. I was just thinking about this today. This is so funny. But to me, when I have a nail appointment, lash appointment, hair appointment, all of that's done, it's like everything just makes sense. Everything's perfect. I'm just so happy. Nothing can go wrong because I look like a baddie. I may be struggling a little bit in other areas of my life, but do I look good doing it? Yes, and it just makes me feel 10 times better. Appearance isn't everything, but I'm telling you, it can help. Once you get your mental together, your physical is going to start reflecting that. Once you start really taking care of yourself and taking care of your inside, it's going to radiate on the outside. Investing in your physical appearance a little bit is actually going to make you feel better. Invest in a new wardrobe for the fall. Invest in a new perfume. It doesn't even have to be expensive, but just buy yourself a little something nice. The next thing, which I have talked about in previous videos as well, is setting boundaries. Okay, this is really going to help reinvent you as a person. It's going to help redefine the people who are in your life and how those people treat you and what you tolerate. If you are setting certain boundaries which you feel are essential to maintaining your peace of mind and the people in your life do not respect that, they need to go. This is something you need to think about when you're on step 1, which is the self-reflection, and you're evaluating things. Think about the people in your life and the relationships that you have, and if you want to keep those, if that resonates with the woman you want to become. Relationship that you're in, is it really serving you the way that it needs to be serving you? You know, probably not. A lot of times we know in our heart of hearts what's right and what isn't right. Okay, you can feel it. Really sit down and think about it. These are the kind of friends I want in my life. This is the partner that I want in my life. Get very clear about it. Get very clear about how you want them to treat you and how you feel when you're around them. Get very clear about what it is that you want. And if the people in your life don't align with that, then they might need to go. They might not need to go like 1,000%, but they might need to lose a little bit of access to you. Really start setting boundaries, and that's going to show who really cares about you and who really respects you. Boundaries are super, super important because a lot of people who don't really value you and care about you, they're not going to respect your boundaries. My dad always told me there's so much power in the word no. So much power in the word no. Get comfortable with telling people no. You do not have to do anything you don't want to do. You feel like you're not comfortable with, you feel like doesn't resonate with your higher self. Only do things that you're comfortable with and you feel as though are going to align with your purpose and the person that you're becoming. This can be a touchy subject, but this is something that I did that helped me become a better version of myself. I went to therapy. I didn't go to therapy for a long time, but I did talk to a therapist for a little minute, you know what I mean? And I do feel like it helped in some ways. I did learn some things, but sometimes it's okay to go to therapy. This is not a BetterHelp ad. Imagine I was like, and the sponsor of today's video is BetterHelp. No, it's not. I'm literally just saying sometimes it's okay if we go to therapy. There's so many different kinds of therapy too. Go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy at all. You know what I mean? It's always good to just talk to somebody. So just stay persistent, stay on course, remember your goals, and don't be afraid to reevaluate and adjust, okay? Always be ready to pivot. If you feel like you need to sit down, reevaluate what's going on, and adjust accordingly, do so. It is okay. Growth is not linear. I feel like I've said that a million times. It's not always going to be a straight up to success. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Things are going to ebb and flow. Growing is a process. Like when I say I'm only 20, you know how much more growth I'm going to have to endure and go through, but you have to be open to it. You have to be very open-minded to the growth. One of the things that I really did also was holding myself accountable. I had to hold myself accountable and realize where I was self-sabotaging and where I was going wrong with things. Like, how can I expect to reach my goals if I'm not doing anything? Make it make sense, Tori. Like, how can you expect to reach your goals if you're not doing anything to go towards your goals? It doesn't make any sense. You're self-sabotaging. You say you want something. How bad do you want it? Tori, we gotta heal so we can do what we need to do, okay? We can't keep making excuses. I had to work on some things so that I could do some other things to work towards my goals. Okay, identify your obstacles, work through them so you can get to where you need to be, and work towards your goals, because nobody's going to do it for you. Work through the necessary things that you have to work through. I know it's not easy, but work through those things so you can really get to where you need to be. I had to change my entire environment in order for me to feel like I can actually work towards what matters to me, what's important to me. Most importantly, throughout this entire journey, be kind to yourself and be gentle with yourself. Okay, this is a process. Things do not happen overnight. When I say this took years, before you know it, honestly, if you stay on course, you're going to be a new person. Honestly, you're going to look back at your old self and be like, wow, like I don't even recognize that person. And that's okay. In order to heal, you do have to make peace with your past selves and know that that part of you was essential for you to be where you are today. Okay, let go of the past. I could literally go on so many different tangents for hours, and I don't even want to do that to you guys, but I just want to say, be gentle, be kind to yourself, lead with love. I love you guys so much. I love talking, as you guys can see. If you guys want me to make more videos like this and talk a little bit more about stuff like this, let me know. I'm so open. Give me topics to talk about. I'm still gonna vlog for y'all. But I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you can take something away from it. If you have anything you would like to add on in the comments, just comment down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.